Yep.
Lost orbit. The guy seems pretty relaxed for a person who might be in space with a crack in their helmet. But hey, whatever. Enjoy some exposition.
He was good as dead when I came across him. Running through the motions of his tedious job. He may as well have been. I hadn't seen a sign of life in gens. It was a rare treat to see some new creature waddle its way through space, but they never lasted long. He worked maintenance, traveling to the fringes of known space, patching up communications relays. They used to send drones out, but sending these poor bastards proved to be much easier on the wallet.
Bean counters. And the counting of beans.
Now there's a fine line between brave and stupid. And this guy wasn't anywhere near it. Out in deep space in a tin can with the thick musk of recycled air. He was a worker bee who didn't see the big picture.
That's less than good.
He sat perched on that comm relay for spans. Couldn't quite come to grips with what had just happened. He didn't have a hope in hell without his ship. He scavenged himself an improvised set of equipment. At the time, I wondered where exactly he thought he was going to go.
I like the music. And yes, in the bottom right it does say obtainium.
No, I've never bet on anything.
So
But if there was anyone around,
it's not quite as cheesy as unobtainium, seeing how you're obtaining it. So it's a sliding scale. So the first level of Lost Orbit just gives you a tutorial how you move around. You're propelled forward or whatever direction you're looking in by default to some degree of speed. Boosting through the ring around any of the small planetoids gives you a nice little extra boost until you reach the end of the level. Yeah, you also die horrible deaths in this game, which you'll do a lot. So Lost Orbit is, I guess, an infinite. It's not infinite because there are checkpoints and there are the levels to conclude. But it's, I don't know. I guess saying infinite runner or something like that is kind of reductive, but it's a quasi-infinite space floater orbiter, and you can switch sides of the screen, as you can see. One come off the other, and we'll hit those checkpoints, because then you'll start from there, which is great. I love games that have smart checkpoints. I found the game to be relaxing. When you're doing what you're supposed to be doing and dodging and boosting at the right time, collecting all the orbs, not getting splattered. The music is really calm, and it's just, I don't know, it's something I'm reviewing it, but I would just turn it on and play it, like, just to kind of just think about crap, because it's engaging, but not so much where it gets in the way. Which is ironic, because the early parts of the game are very narrator driven. Like, the voice you heard at the beginning of this video, you hear from that guy a lot at the beginning of the game. It almost felt like a little too much, but I guess it's just at the beginning. It's not throughout the entire thing. It it gets spaced out a bit more as you keep playing. But initially I was like, is this guy ever gonna shut up?
Went out of his way to crash through those liquid planets.
Speak of the devil.
Next best thing to a proper shower, he'd say. I bowl cut. He never knew when to shut up either. We used to hike up the train tracks to the next town, Atlee and I. Swim in the creek or fish for suckers. During the cold gens, he told me, we'd come down the hill at Beater's turf on our toboggans.
I bet you
We'd
would.
run 4 at a time, trying to push one another off the ridge, right into the brambles.
So you'll encounter some pretty interesting locales and environments.
Free.
The game mixes it up pretty well. Despite the fact that you're flying from the bottom to the top of the screen, pretty much. That's what you do.
Gens. Sometimes I try to imagine what...
And as you keep playing, like you saw before, you have the planetoids, then you have like the little bubble planets, then you have these little speed boost pads. I don't know what he was talking about. I'm sorry, I was talking over him, but yeah. Once you get into a flow and a rhythm with the game, it becomes really, it's enjoyable in and of itself, but it becomes really a lot more enjoyable once you get into the flow. And collecting the Obtainium lets you customize and upgrade your character as well. I wasn't really sure. I would upgrade something and often didn't really notice any actual change to some of the attributes I augmented, but maybe I was doing it wrong. I don't know. But regardless, I still did have fun with the game. There's no real combat per se, but you can get an ability that allows you to blow up, but to cause explosions and stuff. But that's more to blow up like a rock near you or something like that. It's not really offensive per se. But I don't know. I like the music. It's a calming game. It seems pretty fun. So check it out. Sound of my voice and my comments have not pissed you off, made you turn the video off. You can check out a Let's Play of a game called Juju for the PS3. It's also available for the Xbox 360. It's a platform with the likes of, I guess we haven't really seen a whole lot of them as of late that aren't like Mario or Rayman. Oh, I enjoyed it. Pretty cool. And there's a Boom Ball for Kinect for the Kinect 2.0 for the Xbox One, which I did a review of that. It's interesting. It's worth a look for sure. But there's hundreds of other videos you can check out. Check out GameEnthus.com. It's a lovely podcast over there, and sometimes there's written reviews to go along with the video review. Not for all, but for the majority. There, at least for the last couple of years, there have been. That's it.